This podcast is for informational purposes only. We are not medical professionals and do not provide medical advice. Consult a healthcare provider for any health concerns. Opinions expressed are not a substitute for professional medical guidance.
Welcome to the Optimize We podcast. I'm your host, Lindsay O'Neill, and I'm super excited to kick off this series of interviews and biohacking truths without the BS with you. Ian, it is such a pleasure to see you again.
Yes.
Activation products going well?
Fantastic.
Tell me all about what you've got going on.
Well, I think the first thing we would want to talk about is the goals that people would set.
Okay.
Going to the psychological, philosophical level, because if we just talk about products, then we have to know why. So the ultimate thing that I've learned over the last 20 years, it's been 21 years now, is to set one single goal, which is perfect health. That is the goal.
And that's attainable.
Well, it's something that you don't want to achieve.
Okay.
It's a goal that you set, whether it's spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial, domestic, or environmental, because we live in those categories primarily.
Those are all of the categories of perfect health.
Yes, that's right. And so when you set that as the goal, it's not about positive or negative thinking or anything like that. It's just realistic. And once you set that as the goal, you know that everything you require to bring you to that level, because you need to be supported by the infrastructure of wisdom, knowledge, tools, nutrients, detoxification elements, whatever they are, they'll show up at the highest level because you require the highest level for each category to be able to enjoy perfect health. And we're not looking at it down the road.
Right.
Because we're in the future right now as we speak. Every time a second goes by, we're already in the future. So the future is right now. And we are presently attaining to that goal by how we're led. So 21 years ago, I asked to be led to people who live on the earth, who had the highest level of knowledge, because I knew I had no knowledge. And that everything I knew was my demise. I was full of toxins. I was very ill, had all these terrible things going on. So now I turned 67 years old in a few days.
Happy birthday.
And I'm healthier than I've ever dreamed possible, number one. And all the measurable things have shown up because in the physical body, you can't fake it.
That's true.
Right? Can't pretend.
Especially in these days.
That's right.
There's a data marker for everything, seems like.
That's right. So it's all measurable.
Right.
So with us, we looked at going functional, foundational. Rather than trying to fix the house up here.
Right.
We knew that the foundation had to be reset completely because my foundation was toast. It was full of cracks and broken.
I think a lot of businesses and people, we've been programmed to fix the roof.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
Or the outside of the house.
And then it keeps cracking and malforming. And people, as they get older, they have more health challenges. And it should be the exact opposite.
It's true.
Right. The longer you're here, the more you're practicing the things that get to a perfect health state, the better you get. So a little bit healthier in every category, every single day, every second, you're getting a little bit healthier. So the whole paradigm of, hey, we're getting old and we're going to wear out like we've seen our parents and our grandparents go through.
Right.
That's the old paradigm. And we really deeply believe that if we're a certain age, we should expect certain things. So the belief is the enemy of wisdom because our belief is incorrect.
Well, our belief is limiting.
That's right.
Right.
And you're limitless.
Correct.
It's not like the movie. Right. So we don't set limits. We don't say, oh, I want to live to 150. Or I want to live to 200. Why?
Why?
There's no time limit.
Right. I want to live perfect health today.
Right here, right now. And have that manifesting on an ongoing basis. So then that takes us to must-haves. There are certain protocols that are must-have. And when you have them, that resets your foundation. And if you miss the must-haves and you just like to have, want to have, or the luxury things, they're all fun.
Or the fake looking good.
Right, yeah.
You look healthy from the outside, but perfect health is not happening on the inside.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, because you're multidimensional. You're just so many different aspects about you.
Right.
From like even just the spiritual side.
We're divine beings.
Yeah. Who are you? Where did you come from? And what are you doing here? And where are you going? And what is this all about?
Right.
Yeah. And then getting that tuned in. And so it's really just resonating at the frequencies that are true. So you go back to the Mandelbrot. Are you familiar with Mandelbrot?
I'm not.
So there's a guy named Benoit Mandelbrot who discovered the Mandelbrot set. It's a mathematical formula.
Right.
And it was discovered in 1980 and opened up a whole world of knowledge and understanding that they never taught. They should have gone to every school immediately and show every student. 1980?
The year before I was born?
Yeah. Well, you're a youngin'.
Baby.
Yeah. There you are. We're all just getting started.
We are.
And so going to an original foundational anchor that cannot be moved.
Mm.
So the Mandelbrot is a mathematical set. It's, make it real simple, Z equals Z squared plus C.
Okay.
But a set has...
That's simple.
A set has, they're complex numbers.
Right.
But a set has an equal sign that goes both directions. So the outcome goes back into the input.
Wow. So it's just one big infinity sign, basically.
Yeah, that's right. But as it circulates in, there are numbers that do not live in the set, and there's numbers that do.
Okay.
The numbers that do not fit explode to infinity and self-annihilate. They can't hold within the set. The set continuously holds its pattern permanently when you have numbers inside the set, and there's a way to determine that. So then it's like health. When you have things that are within the anchor that cannot be moved,
right?
They're infinite.
In the foundation.
Yep. That's where we have to go with our health. And you do that elementally.
Right.
Because our bodies are of the earth, earthy. When the body dies, it goes back to earth elements.
Right.
And it's consisting of earth elements. And so we're here to do one thing to make the world a better place. And it's not altruistic. It's the ultimate.
Right.
Our job is my job is to make your world a better place. Your job is to make mine a better place. And when we combine those energies and we're out for each other rather than for ourselves, everybody says oxygen mask on first. Yeah, true.
Right.
If I'm not, vibrating at a resonance, I can't even connect.
Right.
Right. So there's a signal to noise ratio. Just like this microphone is producing a signal into a recording.
Right.
If there's a bunch of static and noise and people can't quite tune in, there's something wrong with the frequency connection. So when we're talking about human health, there has to be a very clean signal to noise ratio. There's a lot of confusion in the natural healing space.
There is.
Very crowded, very noisy, right? And we were just looking for that clean signal. So it takes the least amount of time, least amount of effort, least amount of energy, and least amount of money to invest to get the maximum return with no shortcuts.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me what that is.
Well, that's looking at what are the elements that are missing in the food.
Okay.
What are the elements that are in the air we don't want? Because we have to breathe air. And your body didn't come with an invoice.
It did not.
Nope. They haven't figured out how to charge us for air yet.
Coming soon.
Right,
There's an invoice near you.
Yeah. And so
what are you eating these days?
So I eat extremely high concentrated nutritional food that is clean and original as close as possible to its original heirloom status.
Okay.
Right. And I don't cook the food. Doesn't mean I don't eat cooked food.
It's all raw.
It's primarily raw.
Okay.
Yeah. My day in, day out is raw. And then I found out my body, and I think most human bodies do not resonate well with carbs.
No.
Carbs are necessary,
right,
but a very tiny amount.
Right.
And so our metabolism has to get to the point where it can burn carbs very efficiently without leaving some smoke behind. It's like a fire, like a bonfire.
Right.
When you burn the fire, all the heat from all the sunlight that absorbed in the tree leaves, all the chemical reactions, all the smoke and everything. At the end of the day, there's charcoal. Just so carbs leave residual carbon in the body. So when I went away from the carbs, everything changed.
Amazing.
Yep.
But a little bit of carbs.
Well, a little bit's going to get in here and there.
Right.
If you eat enough protein, it will convert over to glucose,
right,
through neogenesis. But then you just have just the right amount. So my pancreas produces the glucagon, insulin, those hormones that are going to keep everything perfect, because I don't need to worry about blood sugar. I don't even talk about diabetes. We don't talk about diseases anymore.
We don't.
Because there's no room for them.
No.
Right.
Not in perfect health.
That's right. If I'm trying to not have cancer, I'm wasting my time. That's really weird to not have cancer.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, okay. So
it's also like, you're a race car driver and you're coming around a corner, instead of saying, oh my God, there's a wall. Oh my God, there's a wall. You have to turn the car.
Right.
Right. Instead of focusing on the wall, because what happens when you focus too much on the thing that you're trying to avoid, you hit the wall.
For sure. 100%.
Same thing with focusing on not getting cancer. Mm-hmm. What's going to end up happening?
That's right.
You get cancer.
Yep. And the body produces things all the time. It produces energy, it produces fluids, it produces waste material. And it's constantly in that flow of keeping itself clean and nutrified.
Right.
And then what we're breathing in the air is the biggest killer, because it's full of nano razor blades. So if you look at a $1 million electron microscope and analyze just the air right here in this room, it will have tire dust and brake dust and fuel and all these things that look like little razor blades. They're solid, they're sharp.
Right.
And they're constantly accumulating as we breathe. We breathe 11,000 liters a day of air. Right? And so we breathe it out, but those nano razor blades stay in, most of them. And they get circulated by your blood, which you only have 5 liters. That blood pumps 7,200 liters a day. It goes to every cell in your body every 60 seconds. Super efficient. So you have to use the same system to get it out. You got to produce more blood. You got to produce a lot more blood.
How do you do that?
By drinking very specific purified sea minerals in water. Because that's what plasma is made from.
The plasma in your blood.
Yep. Just like the World War, they would take purified ocean water, knock it down by 1/3 strength, and inject it IV when they didn't have blood transfusions, and they would get perfect blood in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yep. But now you just drink it. So when you drink it, now you're giving the raw material to your bone marrow to produce way more blood. And as people get older, they produce less and less blood, less and less stem cells.
And that's how you age.
Yeah, that's right. And you need to produce more.
Right.
So you just flip the switch and you go from producing less to producing more. And that takes about a year if you're 60 years old. It takes 6 months if you're 30 years old.
Okay.
Because you only accumulated so much. That clean blood allows your body to dump all the dirty blood out, which it otherwise can't do because it doesn't have any extra. Because you have to retain that 5 liters.
And do you feel a difference?
You'll see and feel a massive difference.
What will you see?
First of all, you'll see a whole bunch of black soot come out in your bowels.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be quite liquid for a while.
Okay.
But you don't feel sick. You feel better.
Okay.
You'll have way better brain cognition because you have now the electrical communication elements in your body, the electrolytes.
Right.
Versus electricity and light. You get lit up. Your youth will glow back. All your organs clean out completely. I started at 64 years old doing this. In the first 4 months, it was just a lot of detox. And in the next 4 months was high blood pressure, 180 over 140. And then it went back down to normal within a year, drinking the same amount of sea salt.
Really?
Yep. Because my whole cardiovascular system, I found it was like steel pipes because of all the nano razor blades.
Right.
And so that cleaned itself out and became supple and elastic like a young person again within a year. If I would have gone to a doctor, they would have put me on diuretics, told me to stop the salt.
Right.
Because I've got hardened arteries and you got to get on, get rid of that fluid.
Now this can help more than just feeling more energetic, cleaning out all of the gook and the toxins. Can this help with balancing hormones?
Yes, it ties directly into hormones because you have to have the raw material to be able to digest the food properly with your stomach acid.
Right.
People's stomach acid gets all messed up as they get older because they don't have enough chloride minerals, which happens to be the sea minerals, or all the chloride minerals. So you have very strong stomach acid. All the GERD goes away. All the acid reflux, all the gut issues go away because now you're digesting the food, getting the nutrients out of the food that you otherwise would not be getting.
Right. We're all gunked up.
Yep, that's right.
Gunked up. Now, this is the core of activation products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the approach, your lifestyle. It's a destination lifestyle company.
Right.
And then we produce elements like iodine.
Right.
But most iodine is very contaminated. It has a skull and crossbones on it.
Right.
Right. So we get
You have to call poison control.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We have pure I2 molecular iodine crystals that we convert to a gas, goes into water at 300 parts per million. You drink a tablespoon a day of that. That lights up every one of your cells. Every cell in your body requires iodine. When it goes in as I2 molecular, it reacts with yeast overgrowth, fungal infections, heavy metals, microbial stuff, infectious things.
Disrupts it.
Chemicals. It neutralizes it, and it converts to I-2, which is iodide.
Okay.
Iodide then floods through your bloodstream and goes to your thyroid, which feeds your thyroid. Because your thyroid can't use iodine.
Right.
It can only use iodide. It produces T3, T4 iodine hormones, establishes your body temperature, your metabolism, your gut health, your brain power, your endocrine system. So you got to have the raw material for hormonal production.
Right.
And that's a massive fuel, iodide. And then your gut health. You produce the most hormones in your body are produced in your mucosal layer. So you got to have a healthy mucosal layer.
We have none these days.
A lot of it have none because it's so contaminated.
So everything's contaminated.
So black cumin seed oil, just 1 teaspoon a day after one meal. That starts to rebuild. People have had phenomenal changes in 6 months, from leaky gut to diverticulitis to Crohn's to, whatever. And it just goes away because the mucosal layer comes back online. Because that goes after so many different things. It's a whole body tonic.
Right.
And it's just a tiny little amount of therapeutic seed oil. I don't do seed oils in my diet.
Right.
I stay away from them completely, unless they're therapeutic. And you have a tiny amount. So it's getting the body intelligence to be upgraded. So now your body can detect everything. You become very sensitive, and because you're getting all the junk out. The other treatment that we do with the activator goes from the outside in. So we're talking about inside out.
Right.
Now it's outside in. So you stimulate with percussion, frequency, and vibration on every square inch of your body, 1 5-minute session at a time. You start wherever you want. Generally, it's better with the heart and lungs, liver, gallbladder, spleen, intestine, kidneys and pancreas in the back of the knees. That opens up all the pathways. So you're unblocking all the gunk and the garbage that's there.
Right.
So then you go through your joints, your major joints, to clear all the debris that is wearing you out. No more hip replacements, knee replacements are required. You have to stimulate it to get it out, and it visibly leaves.
Right, you can see it coming out.
Very unceremoniously, yeah. Yeah.
So you have the inside out, the outside in, but really the intention of all of it is the same.
Yes. Those are the tools that showed up to allow us to attain perfect health. Then we think differently. Then we realize, hey, we've been misinformed. Why weren't we all told this out of the gate? This is the human operating manual, the real one.
Right.
And you're responsible for your body. Your body is your number one asset, as you know, because if you lose your health, you can't enjoy the things you worked for. You can't serve people properly. If you die, you're instantly disconnected from everything we thought was our assets.
Right.
So your money is just energy.
Right.
Your wealth is how many people today are you automatically serving to make their lives better? Right. And then your worth is the accumulation of how many people you've improved the lives of. So when you leave, you take that with you. You do take that with you.
Right.
For sure.
Can't take the money with you, but you can take that.
Yeah, the money is just energy. The money is an entity. It's a living entity.
Right.
People think it's money in the bank or gold or silver or crypto. No. No, that's a symbol of money. But money is an entity looking for people who are wanting to breathe it in and immediately breathe it out. So I found out about that, and I could take a breath in and I breathe it right out again. And then money, the entity, looks at you and goes, oh, you're letting me serve you instead of you serving me.
Right.
If you serve money, money will be very hard on you.
Very hard on you.
No matter how much you get, it's going to be hard on you because you're serving money. When you let money serve you by breathing it in and immediately breathing it out, then it gives you 2 breaths. Then it gives you 100 breaths. It goes, okay, you got it. Because money is not the thing. It's the value you've created with the energy that you receive that is worth more than everything. It's the priceless information.
That is beautiful. As we sit here at a conference, surrounded by many people who have spent a lot of money to be here.
Yes.
To live perfect health,
Mm-hmm.
longer, better lives.
Right.
Thank you, Ian. This has been a beautiful conversation. Thank you for bringing us back down to the moment
Mm-hmm.
and the intention of perfect health.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well and the work you're doing and getting the word out.
Well, this is a great word to get out there. So I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining this week's episode of Optimize We. We loved having you along for the ride. Now, if you want to dive deeper into our guests' insights, be sure to follow them on their socials because trust us, it's worth it. And don't forget to connect with us either. We're at wellnesseternal_. Stay updated, join the conversation, and be a part of the growing community. Until next time, stay inspired, stay optimizing, and we'll catch you in the next episode.